First tonight on Our News Weekend, police are investigating an early morning stabbing that has left a man in his 50s dead. Plus, major plans on the way for West Grand, Bahama and Bimini. The area MP says multiple long-standing issues will be addressed. And later, an artist and an activist. A popular rap artist using his voice to encourage men in the community. We'll tell you how as Our News Weekend starts now. This is Our News Weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Megan Shepard. Crime scene investigators probing an early morning stabbing that has left one man dead. Officer in charge of the South Central Division, Chief Superintendent Dwight Smith, tells us they got reports of a disturbance in the Hyler Street area shortly after 12 this morning. Police say the victim is believed to be in his 50s.
On initial arrival at the location, residents on Hyler Street, police received information that there was an argument among the landlord of this area and an unknown male. The argument ensued, became physical. The landlord, victim at this particular time, was stabbed.
Police are appealing to residents of the area or anyone with information to contact them. Smith says officers are continuing their community policing initiatives, advising residents of the different ways to resolve conflicts.
We are continuing our efforts in pushing conflict resolutions in these matters. These matters can spill from anywhere of a minor argument that can escalate to violent reoccurrence. So the police is always on it in its efforts of pushing conflict resolution. How do we deal with matters in a sensible way? And we continue to say that when it seems that it's out of your hands, the court is there. The police is there.
Police are also investigating the death of an infant that occurred on Saturday. Reports are that around 6 p.m., the girl infant was taken to the hospital by ambulance after she was discovered unconscious and unresponsive by her mother and another family member. It is reported that prior to the discovery, the infant was fed by the mother. An autopsy will be performed to determine the exact cause of death. Well, it seems that major plans are in motion for West Grand, Bahama and Bimini. As the Member of Parliament for the area confirms, government is actively working on multiple projects to address long-standing issues. Italia Hall reports.
We have much on the drawing board.
That assurance coming from Kingsley Smith, Member of Parliament for West Grand, Bahama and Bimini. Among the projects on the agenda are plans for a fishing village, a farmers market, and the Pine Forest Park project in West Grand, Bahama. Looking ahead to 2025, Smith says roadworks will begin.
Some $20 million worth of works, including sidewalks.
As for Bimini, he confirmed smaller projects are underway like park refurbishments and improvements to the baseball field. When it comes to larger projects, Smith admits that one of the legacy issues he's tackling is beach erosion near Radio Beach.
So we're in the process now of having plans drawn to how we're going to refurbish that whole stretch of beach. And so once those plans are completed, we'll also submit those to Ministry of Public Works for their approval.
Another challenge on Bimini is a shortage of housing.
We had the stakeholders from Lands and Survey, we had Ministry of Works, we had the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection down to Bimini, looking at some land that we are proposing to do a new subdivision in Bimini. And so we're waiting on their final report for the usage of the land. It's on South Bimini. And once we get the go-ahead from Environment, we will continue to plan. Hopefully, we have enough property to do 100+ new homes.
Smith also says the Bimini Airport expansion project is progressing well, adding that residents will soon have a lot to be proud of. Reporting for Our News, I'm Italia Hall.
The island of Grand Bahama recently received an economic boost as Radiant Technologies, supported by the government Small Business Development Center, officially opened its doors on the island. But what exactly is Radiant Technologies? The company specializes in solar panels and solar-powered air conditioning, aimed at making electricity more affordable for Bahamians. Fidelity Bank was also present at the opening, informing residents that they can receive quotes and financing options for purchasing solar technology through the bank's Home Improvement Loan Program. Owner Moses Pitter shared more about his products and services, while SBDC representative Jeffrey Pinder highlighted that Radiant Technologies is a prime example of the SBDC's mission to support local business initiatives.
The air condition can be completely strictly used as inverter style unit. It can be connected to power. It can be connected to both power and solar panels, or it can be connected to power, solar panels, and batteries.
And you sell the AC units as well?
Yes.
We are excited that you've made this decision because this is the beginning. This signals the beginning of many opportunities for other entrepreneurs in Grand Bahama. And so I want to take an opportunity to encourage those persons here who are also considering entrepreneurship. Perhaps you work in an environment right now and you have a skill, a desire to make change. You can't sleep. It never leaves you. There's an opportunity for you to take the first step like Mr. Pitter did.
East Grand Bahama Member of Parliament Kwesi Thompson says he's excited to see how the solar AC business flourishes.
In the Bahamas, where we have an abundance of sun, an abundance of heat, and we need ACs, that I think is critical. But also you are investing, I think, in an innovative area that we need even more investment in. Solar systems, again, that is an area that we need to continue to press forward in. The Bahamas is built for it. It is what I believe God has gifted us with natural abilities to be able to manage these kinds of things. So that's one of the things that I am absolutely impressed by you taking advantage of this.
Works and Family Affairs Minister Clay Sweeting says their Shantytown demolition exercises won't stop after their most recent one this past Tuesday. The Tiwa Shantytown is the latest illegal community to be torn down in the country. This after several were demolished earlier this year here in the capital, as well as in Abaco and Eleuthera. Speaking to reporters outside of the House of Assembly on Wednesday, Sweeting says the task force still has work to do as the year draws to an end.
So what we do is, even though we're demolishing some areas, we're posting notices on other areas where persons are building on Crown land without approval, building areas without building division approval. So we'll continue to do that, and it's an ongoing process that will just continue. And every time I speak, I make it known that we're very serious about the Shantytown issue, about persons being up to code. Bahamians have to ensure you get all of these approvals to ensure that you do it the right way, and we want to ensure that everybody in the country does that as well.
When our news weekend comes back from the break, our Joshua Williams introduces you to a 10-year-old activist. Hear why she's joined in on the fight against breast cancer. Plus, opening the doors to opportunity. Find out how picking up an instrument could lead to scholarships and more when our news weekend returns.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Welcome back to our news weekend. A 10-year-old girl coming from a family history of breast cancer is doing her part to raise funds and awareness. While October may be gone, she believes she's not too young to make a difference year-round. Our Joshua Williams sat down with little Sierra this week and has this report.
SMILE stands for Simply Making It Lovely Everywhere.
Great, wonderful.
This is 10-year-old Sierra Knowles. The student of St. Cecilia's School is doing her part to raise awareness surrounding breast cancer. The sixth grader has spent time with the Cancer Society of the Bahamas selling these pins and ornaments to raise funds. In fact, she says she's raised $1,000.
I've had an amazing experience with the Cancer Society because I've got to interact with new people and listen to their stories.
As for why she finds this work so important,
even as a child, I have always been aware of cancer because I have family members who have either survived or passed from cancer.
and while it's November now, Sierra believes Pinktober should be observed year-round.
Cancer awareness is not a one-time initiative. It takes a village. So we should all be in this together.
On hand to receive the donation was President of the Cancer Society, Erin Storr. She says Sierra's help proves that you're never too young to make a difference.
Sierra has been a part of the support group at the Cancer Society for about a year now, and her valuable contribution has helped those in the support group overcome their fears of cancer. She's also made these little baggies to give out to cancer patients here at the Cancer Society. So we're grateful when we see the young ones coming in and supporting and bringing awareness to cancer.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
Awesome initiative, Sierra. Keep up the great work. Well, as Bahamian athletes and other professionals continue to make the country proud on the world stage, there's a particular sector that may be overlooked: musicians, and more specifically, band members. Director of Bands for the Bahamas All-Stars, Yonel Justilian, says for years, members of the band have been making a national and international impact thanks to scholarship opportunities. He says he wants parents to consider enrolling their children in a band, not only to learn a new skill, but also to open the doors of opportunity.
We're really empowering our kids through the performing arts. Some of them now have moved on to different universities. You can major in whichever area they want. We have doctors, we have lawyers, educators, engineers, you name it. And those opportunities came from just from the instruments. It's like someone getting a football scholarship, but they can major in anything that they wish. That's the main thing we're trying to bring the public awareness to this. From the year 2011 to date, we have over 300 kids who went off to university and pursuing different fields in education.
Still to come on Our News Weekend, this is Sports Month, and several outstanding figures and federations have been honored. But first,
the Jazz Chisholm Foundation's Little League had its opening day and we were there. We'll talk about it next on our Sports Weekend.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you: at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Good evening, happy Sunday. I'm Tage Adderley and we are back with our Sports Weekend. Jazz Chisholm is coming off his first World Series appearance. Although he's balling in New York, his foundation is giving back right here at home.
Well, the main thing is development. It's development, teaching the proper fundamentals, gameplay at bats, just teaching the kids to play the game the right way.
That's Coach Jerron Sands. He's in charge of the Jazz Chisholm Foundation Baseball League, which is free to join and has almost 300 players.
Well, for the next 4 to 5 weeks, we have we're from T-ball. We have T-ball, we have a coach pitch division, we have an 11U division, we have a 14U division, as well as an open division.
10-year-old Kyrie Campbell is giving back to the community while he plays baseball.
The initiative is like a canned food drive where I collect canned foods and give it to the Bahamas Feeding Network. So last year I was able to feed 24 families. This year my goal is to feed at least 100 families.
Now you can check out the next generation of baseball players at the Bailu Hills Sporting Complex on Saturday mornings, and you can also drop off canned goods while you're there. Now we're moving over to the pool where the new swim year began at the 10th annual CG Atlantic Barracuda Invitational at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center yesterday. We're going to see who took the top spot. Mako Aquatics won the first swim meet of the year with 1,206 points. 8 clubs participated overall in the meet, dubbed the 10th annual CG Atlantic Barracuda Invitational, with the Blue Wave Swim Club placing second and Barracuda Swim Club placing third. Barracuda's head coach Cameron Bruni spoke to us about the importance of the first meet.
I mean, the first meet is just really to see where we at. I call practice like homework, and I call swim meets the test. So this is just a test. It's our first test of the year. We passed in a test right now with flying colors, and hopefully we can keep that going throughout the whole year.
We also caught up with Bahamas Aquatics Federation President Algernon Cargill.
I'm happy to see so many officials out, and of course the athletes are glad to be back in the water competing as we prepare to defend the Carifta and Goodman titles.
And before we go, if you want to see some Bahamians who Buddy Hield and his Warriors are playing right now, Klay Thompson and the Mavericks and DeAndre Ayton and the Blazers will play a little later. That's a wrap for sports this evening. For our sports weekend, I'm Tage Adderley. Have a great week.
Thanks so much, Tage. Well, November is being observed as Sports Month, and last night several of our top senior and junior athletes, top leagues and federations, and others were highlighted for their achievements over the past year. Sasha Lightbourne was there.
30 awards given out at the 2024 National Sports Awards ceremony held Saturday night at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. Some of the top awards went to the swimming community. Kriston Joseph and Celeste Gibson took home the male and female junior high school student athletes of the year. The 2024 Carifta swim team won the National Youth Team of the Year, and Donald Saunders Jr. won the Levan Sands Courage Award.
It feels amazing. I train hard for it. I know what I put in. Days when I didn't want to train, I trained. It feels amazing.
I'm so honored to be awarded this prestigious award over Olympians, and that's a really great honor. This year has been really tough for me. I thank all the Bahamians that encouraged me, even the strangers. I like to say that my story has encouraged others, so I'm very thankful for this award.
The Junior High School of the Year went to C.H. Reeves Junior High School.
This is our second year with this category. Hats off to Coach Johnson and myself. We worked extremely hard for the last 2 years, just me and him. And consistency is the key, and hard work and dedication from our kids.
Another top award was National Team of the Year. That went to our senior men's national basketball team, who fell just one win shy of qualifying for this year's Paris Olympics.
It was a banner year for us, and I think for the men's national team, it's a testament to the hard work and dedication that they put in over the past year, plus to get to this point. And the pinnacle, I think, of Bahamas basketball, the history of Bahamas basketball was made in these last few months and in the past year. But we don't rest on this. We want to do even more.
World record 60-meter hurdle holder Devin Charlton snagged 2 awards, the Olympic Committee Award and the Prime Minister's Award for National Pride.
To round out the season with the recognition such as this, it means a lot just to, put in the hard work and then see it paying off in this way.
Reporting for our news, I'm Sasha Lightbourne.
On the other side of this break, meteorologist Ian McKinsey joins us from the Weather Center with a look at temperatures across the country. Stick with us.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Welcome back. It's that time of the weekend again where we wind down and prepare for the week ahead. To help you get started, weather-wise, meteorologist Ian McKinsey joins us with a check on temperatures. Ian.
Thanks, Megan, and good evening, Bahamas. Welcome to your Remembrance Day forecast. We're currently outside our studios under intermittent clouds with a temperature of 80. Some showers in the vicinity. Winds are from the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Feels like temperature at 86. Temperatures across the country. Freeport, we have 76, as well as in Marsh Harbor, 79 in Allenstown, 80 in Nicholstown, and in the capital, 77 in Great Harbor Key, and 81 in Governor's Harbor. In the central Bahamas, we have 81s continuing in Kemps Bay and in Georgetown, as well as Coburn Town, 79 in Arthurstown, 80 in Edmonds Key, Long Island. In the southeast Bahamas, we have 83 in Duncantown, as well as Abrahams Bay and Providenciales, 82 in Matthewtown, and a pair of 80s in Colonel Hill and Delectable Bay, Acklins. Satellite and radar imagery at this time. High pressure still across us. We do have a weak staller frontal boundary expected to push through the area by Tuesday. We still have that trough just to the east of us, should push through, increased rain chances across our area. We expect some showers late night into tomorrow. And in the tropics right now, Tropical Storm Raphael still out there. Only a tropical storm still lingering, no threat to us at this time. Boating forecasts across all areas, still a bit on the choppy side. Winds east to southeast 15 to 20, seas 4 to 7, but up to 8 feet in those northeast easterly swells. Low tide at 8:57 p.m. tonight, high tide at 3:07 a.m. tomorrow morning. And in your extended forecast, we have showers through about midweek. A next run pushes through the area, strong high pressure in its wake. Windy conditions by midweek, so please pay attention. Some showers again on Friday. That's all courtesy of another cold front. Those highs only getting into the mid-80s with your lows into the mid to low 70s. That's a wrap in the evening forecast. Make it a great, safe, fun week, everyone.
In a recent report, Emmy Award-winning host Big Tigger mentioned hip-hop is a global language that speaks to all kinds of people. Well, tonight we hear from a popular homegrown rap artist using his music to share his personal life, highlighting topics the average person would hesitate to admit they've experienced. Our Danielle Miller tells us more.
Meet Stax. Many of you watching may be familiar with the artist as he was a part of the rap duo Gospel Boys. Now a solo artist, he has spent several years bringing awareness to mental health issues through his music. With his gift of storytelling, Stax doesn't spin tales from hearsay, but a place of self-reflection.
In 2018, I went through a moment of depression, suicidal thoughts, anxiety, and it was recommended that I check out mental health rehabilitation center. So I called this rehabilitation center, and it was like, we don't think that you need mental help. Like, really? You should probably see a therapist, because I thought that I needed clinical, I thought it was clinical. And I went to therapy, and this therapist just dug up things that I didn't even know was there.
To many faith-based individuals, personal topics like these are still deemed too taboo to speak out loud. However, Stax says the act of seeking help should not be weaponized.
I read a quote before that says, just the same way that we need a dentist or the same way we need a doctor, if you have a brain, you need a therapist. I kind of feel like the brain is the most neglected organ in the human body when I think about it. So for me, I was like, if I go out and tell someone that, hey, I dealt with childhood trauma, but I made it out, maybe if I put that out, that would kind of start like a domino effect. So my thing was really, I wonder what this message is going to do for others.
As it relates to Black men taking care of their mental health, he had this to say.
Men need help. Speak men. Just those two words alone, speak men. Find community. I actually read a TikTok comment the other day saying that I'm going through a storm and I feel so lonely right now. And I responded to the person and I said, I believe that there is community. I believe that someone is actually reaching for you if you want to be reached. So it's taken a leap of faith believing that when I reach out to community, someone is going to reach back. And that's what I'm living now. So yeah, speak man.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Danielle Miller.
Thanks so much, Danielle. And before we head out, we want to remind you that Our News and Easy Car Sales wants to put you in a new ride for the new year. An all-electric BYD 2024 SUV could be yours this Boxing Day. Be sure to head on over to ournews.bs to enter. There you'll find the Ride Easy with Our News banner. Answer the latest question correctly and you're automatically entered to win a new electric vehicle, courtesy of Our News and Easy Car Sales. Well, we thank you so much for joining us for Our News Weekend. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepherd. Have a safe and wonderful evening.
Hey
Hey guys, Megan Shepherd here. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Just click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you stay up to date with content like this from the team you already trust.